These are 101 things Minecraft should add in version 1.22. Now, let's start in the Forgotten Forest. This is a magical biome with vibrant terrain. It's densely populated with unique flora, such as enchanted trees and new mushrooms. Like a warped forest, only Endermen can spawn, making it a rich source of Ender Pearls. Now, combine this with glowing tree leaves that light up the forest, and it makes survival here much easier at night. Plus, with two brand new wood types to build with, this biome truly feels like a fairy tale wonderland. But it nowhere near compares to this entire dimension. Welcome to the Bumble Zone! This Buzzy Bee dimension is dripping with sweetness and danger in equal measure. New mobs can be found around every sticky corner. There's the honey slimes, which can be bottled for some honey, though it tends to rub them the wrong way. Then there's the behemoth. This buff boy can be tamed with honey or sugar and then saddled up for a wild ride. And the more you feed them, the faster they'll buzz. Yeah! And we cannot forget the Bee Queen. If you're nice enough, she'll actually trade you some pretty sweet items. Well, up until you get on her bad side. Buzz, 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 buzz. Because then it's an all-out boss battle. Ow! Was it something I said? There's also too many blocks to count. We've got crystallized honey blocks that glow and turn water into sugar water. And that sugar water, it's like rocket fuel for your sugar cane. There's also liquid honey for healing your bees and crystalline flowers, which are truly incredible, as they can be fed XP or items to grow and enchant your books and tools with some sweet magic. I haven't even mentioned the 6 biomes and 19 new structures to explore. From hanging gardens to dungeons, there's something for everyone. Even a dance floor. Okay, yeah. Flap those wings! Woo! Wait, you don't have wings. Say hello to the strongest illager you've ever met. Don't let his meditation fool you. The Judicator is more battle-hungry boss than peaceful practitioner. If attacked, he'll teleport like crazy and even make copies of himself. Then, he'll start launching arrows and casting spells. He loves to summon every kind of illager you can imagine, including the new sentry mob. He'll even hop on the back of a raging Ravager. If you manage to defeat him, and that's a big if, he'll leave behind an enchanted Totem of Undying, an incredibly rare sight to behold. Like this eye-popping terror, known as the Conjunctivitis. We just ride the elevator down, and he's not really that bad. I mean, look, he's chained to the wall. It's not like he can lunge at me! It shoots lasers? I was wrong. He's one of the hardest mobs you'll ever fight. It can also summon tentacles and eventually break free from its chains to getting close for a burst attack. If you're brave enough to face this optical ordeal, you might score some rare materials and its coveted tentacle, which can be used as a grappling hook. Now, that's a sight for sore eyes. Minecraft's generation is way better since 1.18, but I still don't think it takes full advantage of the heightened building limit. So imagine this, you dive into crystal clear waters, filled with colorful coral. Then surface to spot these ginormous stone arches that stretch from the ocean bed all the way up into the sky. This is the new Lush Stacks biome. These beauties are covered in moss and all sorts of greenery, like azalea, blossoms, and glowberries. Now, if I could just reach some... Ow! Villages are also able to generate in these biomes seamlessly, creating some amazing looking combinations all over the world. These are just some of the crazy new biomes and building blocks that Minecraft 1.21 could hold for us. The possibilities are endless. See what I did there? Because these are in the end. Moving on. In this version of 1.21, you can use all new wood sets, flora, and other materials that would come from these biomes to build up some awesome looking structures. But you'd be crazy to think these are the only new additions. In fact, if we turn over here, there's new skulk blocks? What are echo shells? Jaws? Why are these here? Along with these new items come a host of new crafting recipes as part of the long-awaited furniture feature. Immediately, this more than triples the build value of every wood type in the game, not to mention the brand new ones. We've got classics like chairs that you can actually sit in and tables, both featuring customizable looks. Minecraft has never been comfier. Speaking of glass, you can say goodbye to those boring old panes because now we have dedicated window blocks. These would come in a variety of unique designs like 4-pane, 2-pane, and heart-shaped. There's even more to see, like all these colored vases, or this bird bath. Aw, hey there, friend. Wait, oh, where are they all coming from? Well, probably not from here. A journey with me to the Undergarden, located deep under the Nether. To get here, you'll need to craft a portal from rare depth rock bricks found in the Nether's bastions and fortresses. Once built, you're on your way to the deep Nether. There are 12 unique biomes, from the frigid cold of the frost fields and tranquil beauty of the groggle growths to the eerie allure of the Vale mushroom bogs. There's twice as much to see when compared to the Nether. And the locals? Well, they're a mixed bag. Take the Muncher, for example. This guy has a big appetite, chomping on blocks and healing itself in the process. Are you never satisfied? Then there's the Stoneborn. Friendly enough if you've got some regalium to trade, though sometimes their goods seem a little bit shady. Ever heard of a blister bomb? Fire in the hole! And don't get me started on the rockworms. These critters will pelt you with pebbles from a distance, then run away if you fight back. Someone who won't run away, though, is the mini-boss of the deep, the Forgotten Guardian. Silent as a statue until you get too close. Then it's game on. Hey, buddy, pal, what's the big deal? I just want to steal all your things. That thing was really deadly, but not as deadly as this, the Warden Shark. This fella is the extremely dangerous boss of the deep, dark oceans. Swim down into an ancient city, and you'll quickly find yourself in its jaws. Using its nasty sonic boom bite, it can deal damage equal to a Warden, but with less range. Though it does make up for it with its speed. Faster than even a dolphin, it'll rip apart any mob it detects. At least you're safe on land? Legs? Is nowhere safe? Actually, the Nether is safe. Well, from sharks, not from piglin beasts. Talk about a real porker of a problem. Enter its territory, and it'll cast all nearby piglins into a swine-filled frenzy, while swinging its club wildly. While he is immune to lava, if you defeat him, rewards can include a piece of netherite scrap and the rare calming piglin flag. This beast can appear when players mine nether gold ore, or when piglins summon it for help. So prepare for a potential piggy pandemonium. On the topic of ores, emeralds finally have a use outside of villager trading, with the 1.20 update allowing you to use them in crafting recipes for armor trims. This is the first functional change for emeralds since Minecraft 1.3.1. Do you remember when Minecraft used to look like this? Probably not. Emeralds have long needed an additional use, and I know I can't be the only one who's wanted to craft emerald tools and armor. Well, version 1.21 could add a whole new use for emeralds. By combining 3 emeralds in a line like this, we could craft an emerald ingot. And with emerald ingots, we now unlock my childhood dream of becoming dripped out in emeralds. And best part is, if all worn together, then villagers will automatically discount their trades. Armor isn't the only thing you'll be able to craft with these, as the tool crafting recipes will become available too. These tools have the mining speed of gold. However, they come with a special ability. These tools are enhanced with built-in Fortune 1, and the sword has built-in Looting 1. And that's not all. Because the base Fortune trait doesn't count as an enchantment, it will stack with Fortune 3, allowing the Emerald Pickaxe the power of Fortune 4, making it the best tool in the game for mining ore. But be careful where you're mining, because you might find yourself in here, the giant dimension. This is a world where everything is supersized, and you're the only one who's staying the same size. Whoa, talk about a growth spurt. Cue the laugh track. Yeah, thank you. It was a good joke. This dimension is not for the faint of heart. It's a challenge that makes even hardcore Minecraft look like a walk in the park. And the locals? Well, let's just say they're not as friendly as they used to be. Even the passive mobs see you as an easy target. Whoa, hey buddy, I'm not a seed. Not a seed. I'm not a seed! And these giant mobs pack a punch. They deal increased damage and can instantly kill you if they're strong enough. That was too close. Ah, that's right. I forgot that fall damage is increased because of my size. But don't worry, you can still craft almost every normal item. However, these tools won't work the way you think. It's a whole new experience when the blocks are this big. I think I'm gonna need a bigger pickaxe. And trust me, you'll want to stick to the inside of blocks as much as possible. It's the best way to avoid those giant creatures. Whew, I think the coast is clear. Oh no! Okay, fine. You know what? I think we should rework combat. So now you have the option to throw your weapons and tools. And the crazy thing is, tools work a bit differently here and can actually break blocks based on the item and its type, allowing for some insane 200 IQ plays. Existing weapon enchantments will work with the new system too, but even more enchantments come included in this update. We've got enchantments like Concussion that applies nausea and slowness to anything it hits, and Return, which returns your thrown items back to you, like this. Any second now. Well, maybe I'll go in and grab it. I never liked that sword anyway. You'll want to watch out though, because there's also a new curse as well. And that's the Gravity Curse, which removes the effect of gravity from your items. Meaning if you're not careful, you might just lose them forever. The last weapon added to Minecraft came in the form of the crossbow in Minecraft version 1.14. So Minecraft is in some serious need of new weapons. The ability to craft weapons with different ranges, attack damage, and attack speed would give the combat system a much needed revamp. Take for example, this Diamond Great Axe, a weapon with great range and damage, but at the cost of your speed. Incredible for single targets, but you might not want to fight off that zombie horde with it. Unlike the dagger deals similar damage to a sword, but has nearly double the attack speed. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to get pretty close to fight anyone with this weapon. Or do you? Nope. Because the dagger is able to be thrown as well. Now this dark and mysterious abyss dimension is teeming with terrifying creatures and mind-blowing loot, like the Totem of Time. When you're low on health, it stops time, giving you a chance to escape or finish off your attacker. Now stay there and think about what you've done. Then there's the mutated Ender Pearl. It's like if an Ender Pearl was dialed up to 11. Oh, look how far I can throw it. Yeah, any second now. Ah! There are also magic rings, and they are powerful. Invisibility, thunder, and eagle? Eagle eyes. I get it. Oh, but the armor. We've got bone armor, now fashionably worn by zombies, and phantom armor, which is even stronger than netherite. Even so, beware. Down here lie dangerous, creepy crawlies like slime spiders and scorpions. Then there's the Roka, a mutated piglin brute. It just hates everything, especially incredibly smart scientists. And the Nightblade, he's a boss mob that wields 2 swords, can teleport, and even clone himself to confuse players. Oh no, how do I know which one's the real doofus? Now the biomes are both beautiful and terrifying. Crazy what you'll find. Not to mention the caves, filled with awesome new ores to craft with. Jackpot! Though, in the colder climates, you gotta deal with this guy. Yeesh, he's a real looker. Brace yourself for the icy rain of the Alpha Yeti. Watch out for its ice hurling attack and chilly aura that'll slow you down. Deal enough damage, and then he'll start crying? Then he'll throw a tantrum, causing a hailstorm of deadly ice from above? Well, if you weather his onslaught, you'll be rewarded with Alpha Yeti fur for Yeti armor. Oh, and ice bombs. But don't forget, tangling with this frigid beast is like a snowball fight to the death. But dig below the snow, and you'll meet the Amethyst Golem, a dazzling defender with a grudge against miners. It lashes out in a fury when its precious amethysts are destroyed, flinging sharp shards at you while on a relentless chase. Be warned, this golem only spawns in amethyst geodes and will turn your crystal quest into a glittering duel. If you manage to defeat this crystalline guardian, you'll earn a couple of amethyst shards, though not sure it's really worth the hassle. Unlike the Drowned King, once a fierce mob of the overworld, he watched his kingdom sink into the ocean. Now, he wields a drowned blade and dishes out damage. But there's a catch. The more he hits, the more he heals. So you'd better hope your dodging skills are up to scratch. If you do manage to put him down, you'll get his blade, a Lord Soul, and his drowned heart. Oh, How the mighty have fallen. Minecraft has been in dire need of a new dimension for some time, and many have speculated that the portal-like structure in the center of ancient cities might be just that. Well, the 1.21 update finally reveals the secrets to what's on the other side. You may have noticed that some mobs from the overworld seem to have become infected by the sculk blocks. These new mobs are covered in the stuff, and it's definitely not an infection I would want to catch. Infected mobs are both stronger and have unique abilities, like being able to spawn minions as well as infecting other mobs. Where are they all coming from? Well, we'll have to dive deep into the ancient city, so grab your good netherite, because this is gonna be tough. Everyone knows that killing a warden is useless, well, outside of bragging rights. Version 1.21 could change that by making it the key to summoning a new boss inside of the ancient city, the Watcher, a disgusting monster that only spawns after you kill the warden. This little guy might not look like much, but he is able to deal some serious damage and is the source of the mob infection. While the Watcher may seem stationary, it's able to teleport around the deep dark at will, and as it teleports, it brings with it Sculk Sludge, a block that is indestructible until the Watcher moves again. And this battle is not for the faint of heart, because just when you think it's over, the Watcher shows its true form. A massive sculk worm known as the Arbiter. Like the Warden, this boss is blind and uses vibrations to sense where its prey is, while leaving behind some slime. Ugh, gross. This slime gives the player weakness, allowing the Arbiter to take you down even easier. If you're able to take down this monstrous boss, then you'll be left with the Heart of the Deep, the key to visiting its new dimension. By clearing out the sculk veins around the center structure and then using the heart, we can light the portal and step through into the new dimension. Then look around and take in a deep breath of the toxic air. In order to traverse this new dimension, we're first gonna have to craft a new helmet that will shield us from the harsh conditions of this land. Crafted with 4 netherite ingots and a diamond, we're then able to equip this on our head and safely explore the new dimension. But you gotta be careful, because danger lurks around every corner. This dimension has 3 different biomes for the player to explore. The Deeplands, which appear to be the main source of the sculk in the overworld's ancient cities. Overcast columns, which look as though the nether and deep dark merged together. And finally, the Echoing Forest, a rare beauty in this otherwise hostile world. Now, the Echoing Forest is home to mobs known as the Shattered. These are smaller versions of the Warden, and killing a Shattered will drop soul dust, allowing you to craft potions of dark breathing. This allows the player to survive in the biome without their protective helmet. Good thing too, because this was kinda hard to see in. Never let your guard down though, because sculk jaws are waiting for you to make the wrong step. These blocks will trap the player and pull them down under the sculk. Mine through them fast, or you'll be dinner. I know I can't be the only one looking for more dragon variety in Minecraft. So, enter the Dragon Dimension. This is a realm of mighty dragons and unimaginable loot, accessible only to those who've beaten the game. By locating the Gatekeeper's house, you will find a portal made of these strange blocks. Lighting this using the Zeal tool will allow you to travel to this mystical land. Dragons roam freely here, powerful and majestic. They sometimes clash with each other, causing destruction far and wide. Talk about a clash of the titans. But these dragons aren't always terrifying beasts. They actually start off as tiny babies that slowly grow up. Aren't you just the cutest little terror? And the best part? You can tame and ride these dragons. All you need is a dragon command staff, crafted from the remains of a fallen dragon. I always dreamed of riding a dragon. And don't forget to equip your dragon with armor. It'll give them extra protection in combat. Hey, looking good, buddy. But there's more to this world than just dragons. There are dungeons to explore and villages to loot, filled with treasures beyond your wildest dreams. Oh yeah! Time travel is finally here, and your journey to the dinosaur dimension begins at the Forbidden Temple of Time. Before I can escape my many enemies, however, this good boy needs to dig up enough time gem shards to repair the portal. But once you have enough shards, then you've earned your ticket to the land of the dinosaurs. And there are just too many to count. From the friendly leaf-munching Triceratops and the sharply defensive Ankylosaurus to the deadly Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hey, dude, that's not what you're supposed to sound like. Okay, sheesh. Jumping back to the Ankylosaurus, you can even craft a brand new armor set from its materials. It's both stylish and tough as nails. You can even trade dinosaur meat with these guys in their cave villages. I don't think this is a fair trade. Fair! Totally fair! This buyer has no remorse! You can also dig up fossils to decorate your overworld base. Collect them all and show them off to your friends. Thank you. Okay, but what are you? Oh, that's right, the Nether Gauntlet. It's itching for a rumble in its lava-lit arena. This brawny boss plays hardball, only taking damage when you land a hit on its eye. Watch out for its powerful charge and laser show that's more destruction than disco. With a good aim, patience, and nimble footwork, you'll emerge victorious. And what's a victory without spoils? Collect your ancient debris and blazing eye. Perfect for crafting some top-tier gear. Whew. I think I need some ice. So, I guess it's a good thing the Snow Queen is here? A frosty monarch reigning from atop the Aurora Palace. She's all icy elegance, soaring on her magical ice sled. Just watch out for her chilling ice magic. If you manage to turn her frosty frown upside down, she'll drop some nifty loot like the Tri-Bow, the Seeker Bow, and her signature ice trophy. This is one frosty showdown that will leave you shivering with excitement, instead of shivering with fear against the Necromancer. This bonehead is all about that summoning life, raising zombie and skeleton mobs while throwing bolts from his shiny staff. It's best to keep your distance and let your bow do the talking. This spooky, scary skeleton is a force to be reckoned with. Well, at least there's only one of them. See, guys, isn't all of this so much fun? Well, your fun will be short-lived as you head back into the largest, and for the brave, most profitable deepland biome. This biome is home to 3 different mob creatures, the first of which is familiar to most as the Phantom from the Overworld, though their appearance seems to have changed slightly. Ew! While on the ground, skulk centipedes scurry all over. Naturally passive, these mobs behave like nether piglins and will only attack in swarms if provoked. Ugh, with the quantity of these things in the dimension, I would do my best to avoid hitting one of them, despite their disgusting appearance. Whoa! Ho! If you thought you had to watch your step for skulk jaws, you'll be terrified to step on one of these blocks. Because infested skulk is home to these shrieker worms. These beasts are ferocious and one of the strongest mobs in the dimension. Defeating it will give you, nothing? Okay, probably best to run next time. Though, if it's the ultimate treasure that you seek, you're gonna want to find one of these ancient temples. Thought to be the original home of the Warden, it's filled with riches beyond your wildest overworld imagination. Inside, you'll find diamonds, but that's for the overworld. The real treasure is inside these chests and ancient faces. Warden carapaces are an item that, when combined with echo shards and phantom membranes, will craft reinforced echo shards. Applying these to netherite in an anvil will yield you the ultimate prize: Warden tools and Warden armor. However, with everything out to get you, this temple will not be easy to loot. Huh? But there are 3 of those. The Hydra is a boss known for its regenerative prowess. These massive snake-like reptiles lurk in layers scattered across swamp biomes. They sport spiked backs and powerful jaws. And if you cut off one head, 2 more will grow in its place. So arm yourself with fire-enchanted weapons and engage them on dry land while evading their strikes and setting them ablaze. Victory against these formidable foes demands perseverance and a fiery touch. Ow! Too hot. The Sun Chief needs to chill. Seated on his throne, he's cool as long as he doesn't see you without a sun mask. He regenerates health when not in combat and unleashes fiery attacks like scorching sun strikes and a devastating solar beam. Beware his shielded minions too. Defeat him to snag the rare Soul Visage helmet. Just brace for an explosive ending as he draws you in with a black hole, then ignites a massive blast. Stay sunny, folks. Wait, why is it getting cloudy? Batten down the hatches! There's a new terror of the deep. The anglerfish is a gnarly dude that doesn't care about day or night. It just wants a piece of you. Think you're safe on land? Think again. These beasties will literally throw themselves out of the water just to get a taste. They don't even suffocate on land, so they'll just flop all over waiting for the next round. I hate the ocean. So let's leave it by going here, the galactic dimension. You can create a galactic portal using 12 waxed copper blocks, 12 waxed cut copper stairs, 4 blocks of amethyst, 4 amethyst clusters, 1 gold block, and 1 flint and steel. This is a realm that mimics the vast expanse of outer space, complete with a large moon. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for Minecraft. This dimension is home to 12 different biomes, each with its own unique features. And the gravity? It's different here, making it easy to traverse the landscape. Yeah! But watch your step. Floating islands are scattered all over this dimension, and one wrong move could be your last. But the treasure? Oh, it's worth the risk. Inside the Brain Forest is a sight to behold. Trees made from gold, iron, and copper, actively trying to shock players who approach them. Ouch! But they're a great source of overworld materials. Score! Then there's the Mycotic Forest, home to strange mushroom-like flowers. These can be placed in midair and combined with gravity, make it easy to traverse space. How is this even possible? It defies all science! This is awesome! Ah! And don't forget to explore the other biomes. So much to see, so little time. Ever wanted more powerful enchantments? Well, after beating the game, return to the stronghold, and then you'll notice a special enchantment table that is spawned in the library room. Clicking this table will now send you to a strange place. This mysterious dimension is a labyrinth made entirely of books. As you traverse the maze, you'll notice that books begin to swarm you. A small hint as to what lies in the center, because at the central opening, you'll find the Keeper of the Maze guarding this place fiercely. This large, deadly flying book is not to be trifled with. I love reading as much as the next guy, but this is a little crazy. The Keeper will stop at nothing to destroy anyone who dares enter the maze. Oh, easy there, big guy. But if you can defeat the Keeper, the rewards are beyond your wildest dreams. Oh, what do we have here? The Keeper drops a random enchantment book that can be equipped in an anvil. And these aren't your everyday enchantments. We're talking Fortune 4, Protection 6, even Mending 2. Now that's what I call a power-up. So grab your gear, adventurers, because the endless maze is waiting for you. Great! This thing was also waiting for me? The Void Blossom here has quickly taken over the lush caves as its new home. This thorn-throwing, poison-spitting boss is tougher than a diamond sword. Oh boy. Deal enough damage and it'll even surround itself with healing petals that are protected by vines. If you manage to beat it though, you'll walk away with a pair of void thorns to craft an earth dive spear, allowing you to burrow under the ground and right into Ignis. This scorching adversary has some tough armor and fiery attacks, delivered with intense sword swings and devastating shield smashes. Watch out for the scorching brand left by his sword, as it'll melt your armor and weaken your defenses. Ignis brings the heat, so prepare for a fiery trial that'll test your mettle. At least you can look at him while you fight, because you definitely can't look at this Gorgon. She's got a gaze that'll literally turn you to stone. And I mean literally. One wrong look and you're cobblestone. You might think a blindfold could save you, but then she just gets mad and starts throwing poison. Hey, at least she's dropping her own head when defeated, right? I mean, maybe you can use that to your advantage? Well, it won't work on this guy, though. In the obsidian corner, weighing a lot more than you, it's the Ender Golem. Thought the redstone golem was tough? This big boy's been chugging void energy and bench pressing obsidian blocks for breakfast. Excuse me. This guy guards a rare ender treasure, using special attacks that'll break through the ground. Think you could take him? If you're too scared, you could always jump out of the ring and chill with the Night Lich. Residing in the Grand Lich Tower, this spectral adversary turns day to night upon its summoning. Armored with a ranged weapon, brace yourself for an aerial battle against its explosive projectiles and summoned phantoms. Remember, it regenerates health if left unattacked, so keep the pressure on. Toppling this menace will mark a milestone in your Minecraft journey, just like killing the Ender Dragon. Too bad you now have to deal with the Alpha Endermite. This pest rolls into the scene after the dragon's demise, shuffling around and vomiting Endermites all over. Ah, ew. But hey, defeat this nuisance, and you'll find yourself knee-deep in loot, from ender pearls and chorus fruit to the occasional shulker box. Talk about a bug with benefits. But you'll be the one getting squashed if you attack Captain Cornelia. She'll yank you into her orbit and smack you down faster than you can say, "No, please!" If she falls below 20% health, she'll summon Poison Chakras. And at 5%, she can heal back up unless you have a Potion of Weakness. Also, you can forget about ranged attacks. She's all about that face-to-face combat. Better get that shield ready. So, you think you've seen it all, huh? Well, you still haven't met the Blood Warden. This creep lurks in the rare ancient blood cities. Not only does it have the hearing of a warden, but it also has the vision of a hawk. Talk about no privacy, right? It'll attack using its bloody sonic boom and by leaking blood everywhere. Nasty stuff that, if touched, will drain your health while healing the warden. Not really my idea of a fair fight. And if you do somehow defeat this terror, you'll score some bloody skulk. Though, it won't do you much good if you decide to take on the Obsidiolith. This towering monolith of trouble teleports around, drops explosive surprises, and even summons runic blocks to power itself up. Pro tip, a netherite pickaxe with the efficiency enchantment can make short work of those. Beat it, and you'll score some sweet loot, like an enchanted diamond pickaxe and an obsidian heart. Just watch out for ground lights, unless you fancy a trip into the void. Well, it's still safer than walking past this guy. The Ferris Rotnot is a hulking armor-clad fellow with a noggin that's forgotten everything but how to use his axe. When he's not stomping the floor like a toddler mid-tantrum, he's swinging his axe like a windmill on overdrive. But don't worry, despite his apparent invulnerability, there's a secret to cracking his metallic hide. If you can pull that off, you'll be strutting out of his lair with his wrought helmet and the axe of 1,000 metals. And you'll need them both to face the mother of the maze. She's a giant stingray with a blink-tastic amethyst cluster on her back. But don't be fooled by her sparkly exterior. She's got an ice-breaking attitude. So if you're getting a little shiver and feel vibrations under the ice, you best be ready. If you do manage to send her packing, you'll get yourself some abyssal amethyst. Just don't hold your breath for her to show up. She's got less than a 1% chance to spawn alongside the anglerfish. Talk about playing hard to get.